You are now tuned in to Hits 92.3, where we take great pride in personal expression of one's feelings, thoughts, or ideals. What you're getting ready to hear on this show are the opinions of the hosts and their guests, and they do not reflect the opinions of Hits 92.3 radio station, the brand, management, staff, their respective advertisers, parent companies, or affiliates. Now stay tuned as this show begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Pep Talk with Tay. Join me on Hits 92.3, the real definition of internet radio, Wednesday nights for the Pep Talk with Tay show, where information, motivation, music, and more. Tune in, don't miss out.
Girl Tay, happy Wednesday to you. Y'all know Wednesdays are my favorite day of the week, but Wednesday tonight is really my favorite day of the week because I've got one of my favorite, I don't even want to call you R&B artists because like you're like everything. But one of my favorite artists is in the building with me, Mr. Gene Noble. How are you?
What up? How you doing? I feel good.
I'm doing great. Let this be a pep talk to someone who's watching this right now. So about probably maybe 6 months. I don't even know. A few months ago, I'm an avid music lover. Like I love music. Like music is my love language. And so shout out my homeboy Q. Q was at the house and he was helping me with something. And he was like, yo, like we always talk music. And he's like, yo, have you heard of Gene Noble? And I'm like, no, I have not. Put it on.
Thank you, Q. My bro. Thank you.
And Q never steers me wrong with music. And so when he played it, I could play it from start to finish. And so for music lovers, if you're a real music lover, it's rare that you have the ability to play a project from start to finish. And so if anybody's watching this, I'm all about manifestation. I said then, I have an interview board and I said, oh, let me add Gene Noble to the interview board. And here we are. So I'm so excited. You're here in Atlanta for the Feel Away tour. Goes down on Monday.
Yes.
And so this tour life is like your life. That's
life.
Like what you do.
That's what I do.
What inspired you most for this particular tour?
I just wanted to get back in front of people and do my own music. Obviously I've toured with a bunch of different people, but this is like, it's different when you get to actually express yourself freely.
Yeah.
And I feel so strongly about the songs that I really wanted to just give people that moment to have it in front of them to really, bond with it.
And so I feel that in your writing, just because like I'm a lyricist. And so the music and the lyrics, like this project, there's so many songs on there that I'm like, does he have my journal? Like, does he you understand what I'm going through? And I just love the fact that you were not afraid to put real life and real feelings and emotions to beautiful music.
Thank you.
So hats off
thank you
for that, because that means a lot. So the first song, Feel Away. Right? Feel Away. What was the inspiration behind that? Because I got my own story in my head, but what's the real?
I really was writing from the place of, what if I run into her right now? What would that be like?
Ooh, honey.
And that was kind of like,
because whoever it is, Gene, real talk. Whoever it is, girl, I know you feel some type of way, because there's no way and we've all done that, right?
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
You go through it and then it's over, and you be thinking to myself, I hope you're happy, because you do really low key feel that way.
I do feel that way, absolutely.
But I do wonder if you be thinking about me low key.
You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? Like, are you on his social media? Because you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, do you know?
And it's like, regardless of what y'all have, it ain't what we have.
Woo, you better preach now.
Yeah.
Yes, woo, that hit a little different. That thing hit different. Hit different. So we're gonna play a little bit of Feel Away. Cool. Just because if you're watching the Pep Talk with Tay show and you've never heard of Gene Noble, shame on you. But y'all know I got you with the good music. So I gotta let y'all hear a little bit about Feel Away by Gene Noble here on the Pep Talk with Tay show on Hits 92.3 Atlanta.
I thought that was you, even though I'm shocked you even spoke at all. The way that we left it, yeah, I I've been reflecting, and I can see how it was my fault. This ain't the place or time to take you down this road. But before you leave me, there's something I need you to know. I hope you're happy, but I hope you miss me. I know that your thing can't be like our thing. I could have been better, and I hope he's better. I know that things turn out how they're supposed to be, but sometimes I just feel away. Sometimes I just feel away. Sometimes I just feel away. I feel away. Used to love to stand behind you and smell your hair. Used to love the way you'd hop up on me anywhere. I know it wasn't given what it's supposed to be given. Now I barely resemble the guy that you've been with. You saw my flaws, love them all. It's your heart, most of all. But it's good that you're getting all that you deserve, baby. In other words, I hope you're happy.
Ooh, don't do it to me.
I hope you miss me. I know that your thing can be like our thing. I could have been better, but I hope he's better. I know that things turn out how they're supposed to be, but sometimes I just feel away.
You better.
Sometimes I just feel away.
That's it, because we got a concert tomorrow. Let's hear. We got to get it together.
Absolutely.
We got to get it together. So, one thing that I love about you is your voice and the way that you can go up, and like the range is like crazy. So, and doing my research on you, I knew automatically you sung in church. Like, that's like a no-brainer.
Absolutely.
Like no-brainer.
Absolutely.
But how did you transition into from church into being Gene Noble today?
In college, I started, really kind of performing with a band.
Okay.
And I used to go into the city. I'm from New York.
Of course.
In Manhattan,
Mhm.
there's a bunch of little clubs and spots. And there's this one spot in particular. It's called Village Underground.
I heard the story. Please tell the listeners, who was like the first person you performed with?
Oh, first backing vocals was with Miss Hill.
Miss Hill, y'all. Miss Hill.
Yeah, that was my first person I ever sang.
And the
for.
thing is, she not going nobody half.
No,
like that
never,
part. So that
yeah,
in itself lets you know he not playing with it.
Yeah.
He not playing with
Yeah,
it.
no, you can't play. You can't play. She's a serious
Yeah.
lady,
And so you're in the Village.
Yeah, Village Underground is where I came up. And I mean, I'm talking about the best of the best musicians, singers. It was a crazy environment to learn in. I used to go there, and when I first went there, they had a list. I would write my name on the list, and somebody would get up there and kill it, and I would take my name off the list. For like 6 months, I did that before I actually got up there and sang.
Okay.
But I knew if I could master that room, I could get anywhere else, because it was just the hardest place I had ever been for to be able to sing. So yeah.
And in those spaces, so here on the Pep Talk with Tay show, we're all about motivation, right? Because in life, everyone could use a little pep talk. It's in that moment when you was crossing your name off, you needed a little pep talk to be like, come on, Gene, don't crash, don't scratch your name off. But what made you finally say, tonight I'm not gonna do that?
I think I always knew that I had it. It's just like, it's connecting into like y'all seeing that I had it. Like in the shower, I was killing. I knew I was killing.
I keep telling people, because in the car, I've been having a whole concert.
Yeah, in the car, in the shower with a group, I was killing, but I just wasn't ready to like step out and do it myself. So once I finally just got annoyed with myself, because I was like, I know I'm good. Like I know I could do this. And then I just was like, all right, I'm gonna get up there and do it.
And I'm gonna kill it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill it.
All you gotta hear is like one one girl screaming, "Oh my God, he can sing!" Then
Then it was over. Then he put a little extra
Then you're
steak
like, "Oh,
on it. Yeah, okay.
I got it now."
You was like, "Oh, I'm gonna keep singing to her. There's nobody else saying nothing to
exactly.
you right there."
We locked.
I got you. And so, your career, you've done a lot. So in just following you and doing some research, I was tripping the other day because I'm like, wait a minute. He toured with Sting.
Yeah, I still tour with Sting. Yeah.
Golly, how does that even, like, he's like a musical icon of all things, and you get the opportunity to work with him. So how is that like?
For sure. And he gets the opportunity to work with me.
That part he better learn.
You know, I mean, I no, legitimately, I think we bring something to each other, you know. I mean, I know that first of all, I'm grateful every single day. Like to stand and sing a duet with Sting. I never imagined that my journey would take me here. So that is incredible. And I'm so grateful to him for that. I mean, the things I've done in the past 5 years are crazy, you know.
Just in 5 years, right? It doesn't seem like it's a long time coming, but look how quickly things can change, right? Right?
Yeah, for sure.
I love it.
But incredible writer, incredible human being. I learned so much just about life, about, you know, he's got it figured out. Like some people have it figured out, and you just got to sit back and watch people who really got it figured out. But I love that he allows me to be me, and he allows me to be, you know, we're so far apart from each other, but he allows me to find my way to be me in that. And and that's cool. And the song I sing with him is actually Lucid Dreams, which is by Juice WRLD. And it was a flip of one of Sting's older records.
Okay.
So I bring the Juice WRLD part of it. You know what I mean? I bring the young urban part of it, and it meets his thing. And it's
because y'all know
cool.
everybody be down with the urban. You know what I'm saying?
And
I appreciate you for representing Black excellence amongst Sting fans. Because real talk, I grew up in Iowa. And so I get it. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. So I get it. And so to know that you bring your true self and that he allows you to just flow in your excellence, that says a lot. So hats off to you for that, because that's a big shoes to get into. But you're mastering it and killing it. It. So another song on the album, I guess album project. I'm still old. I say album.
You're right. I say album too.
Right. Still right.
Yeah.
Is The Cost.
The Cost. Yeah.
And for me, in the journey that I've been on since I moved here to Atlanta, those lyrics in that song, that's like my pep talk song. Like when I'm feeling some type of way, I put The Cost on just because lyrically, as an entrepreneur going for my dreams and what I want, everything comes with a cost.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And so tell me, what was the inspiration behind you writing The Cost? Because it's like, it is one of my favorites on the project.
Thank you. Basically, it was the explanation of the gap in between my last project and this project. It's like, what have I gone through? What were the things that I went through in order to put this music out? And then The Cost just kind of came about because it was like a lot of people just see the end product, but they don't know what it takes to actually get there and all of the work that it takes, you know. And specifically in music, unfortunately, if you're trying to do something legit, it's
good,
like
of substance.
That
part.
You know what I mean? Actually really sing, actually really talk about Black love, actually be vulnerable. You know, those are things that sometimes are challenging to be able to get through. So you gotta push through and fight for it. So.
I love it. And so you say that in regards to having to push through. One thing that I really respect, and so because I do love music, I get upset because I'm like, why doesn't the whole world know about Gene Noble? Like everybody, he should be like on everything. But I love the fact that you stay true to your artistry. And you stay true to your fans. Like I don't foresee you changing who you are just to meet mainstream or what the label wants you to do. And how do you stay rooted in that? Because from just looking from the outside in, like I'm like, he's so rooted, like he's not gonna waver. And I'm sure it's been a fight.
Definitely. Well, here's the weird thing about it is, like, you know, having worked with everyone as myself already, right? You know, like I have the cosigns of every big person already, right? So as me, as fully me, as fully my free voice, my free self. So it was like, how could I not be that when I'm doing my own thing if this is who, you know, worked with Chris Brown. This is who
Right.
worked with Usher. This is who worked with Sting. This is who worked with Jay-Z.
Mhm.
This voice is that voice. You know what I
Right,
mean? So I
right.
should just use
And that's
it.
what people are expecting anyway, right?
For sure.
Yeah.
And I think because music has always been therapy for me, and it's been my expression. It's like I can't imagine changing that or shifting that. It's just got to be the natural thing that comes out.
I love it. I love it. Well, thank you. As a music lover,
You're
I
welcome.
appreciate it so much, and I'm so excited about this tour.
Yes.
And so on the Atlanta tour, tell me, I can't think of, is it Love It?
George Love It.
George Love It.
Yeah.
So how did that come about to bring him on the tour on the Atlanta stop?
So what's important for me is exposing people to incredible musicians, incredible singers, incredible writers, incredible talent. So that's what I've been really looking to do, which with every tour stop is because I kind of know singers in most places.
Yeah, I mean,
you know,
you
I
are
know a
kind
lot.
of, you know, people do kind of know you just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Right.
So my thing is I really want to just highlight the voices that I love, you know, that I feel like people need to hear more of.
I love that.
And that's been what's helped me, you know what I mean? Like Sting did not have to say, you know what, every night you're going to sing a duet with me. You know what I mean? Like, and it was because he heard me and he, you know, so I think that energy is what I try to carry on. It's like, you know, let people hear me.
That, you know what? And that's why you're a good human being.
Thank you.
Because in this industry, you and I both know people don't have to pay it forward, right?
They do not.
You don't have to mention someone's name in a room that you know maybe they're not there, but they definitely could benefit from being in the room, right? And so hats off to you for being just a good human being, and the blessings will continue to flow because you're a good human being. So we got to play a little bit of the cost.
Okay.
We're gonna play a little bit of it. I need for everybody watching the Pep Talk with Tay show to download Gene Noble. Get all of his projects. Just look up Gene Noble, and if it's on there, download it and just start following him and all that stuff. And we're gonna talk about your amazing website when we come back from the cost. So here is The Cost by Gene Noble on the Pep Talk with Tay show.
I don't trust like I used to, love like I used to, trip like I used to. They just wanna use you, and that's what I'm used to. It costs too much, and the price goes up. I'm who they hit when anything goes down. I grab my cape and hold them all down. But they go ghost when my turn is around. Who gon' be fair to me? No way they fair, but I'm brand new. If I don't pick up, it's so sick, I gotta switch up. Some of y'all I just gotta give up. But if you walk in my Timbs, if you see where I've been, if you look at my life, you would understand why. Oh, why? Oh, I don't trust like I used to, love like I used to, trip like I used to. They just wanna use you, and that's what I'm used to. It costs too much, and the price goes up. Too many hearts that just didn't deserve my loyalty. It's like I never learned. Any news box for sure gotta be earned. Gotta be fair to me, gotta be fair to me. Love so hard, my heart done turned cold. Pieces that I just wanna be whole. I hide it well, so you just don't know. If you walk in my Timbs, if you see where I've been, if you look at my life, you would understand why. Just like I used to, love like I used to, trip like I used to, just what I used to. That's what I'm used to.
All right. So now I'm like really smiling on the inside. I'm going to play this back repeatedly because literally I listen to that song in the morning. So tomorrow when
That's
you sing,
amazing.
please sing that for me. I'll be
Will
really
do.
sad. I'll really be
Will
excited.
do.
You'll be like, oh my God, I can hear her. I'm like, I'm just singing on that for that one.
For sure.
So you are tuning in to the Pep Talk with Tay Show on Hits 92.3, where my guest in the building is none other than Mr. Gene Noble. Whoop, 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 whoop.
Hey.
So, Gene, I've seen so many interviews with you, and I've heard. So now I'm like, I feel like I'm cheating because I know some of the answers to some of this stuff.
Okay.
So I'm trying to think of something that I don't know that I want to
Okay.
know. So, touring, you're on the road a lot.
Yeah.
What goes and what's your ritual? Because every single time you do a show, I always watch on social media to see the people repost. People lose their mind at a Gene Noble. Like they definitely feel away.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
For
They
sure.
love it. They have you have amazing fans. So what's your ritual? What's your preparation that goes into when you perform?
For me, it's still kind of a little bit churchy based.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong
Because
with
it's
that.
really about just making sure that somebody feels something, making sure that I'm connected, and making sure that we have a moment. The people in the room have a moment. There's no two Gene Noble shows that are the same, and I appreciate that. I because there's not two rooms that's the same, and not two experiences that's the same. So I just like to try to make it based off that moment. Like if you come to my show and you call out a song and we know it, we'll do it.
I love it.
So it's kind of interactive. It's not a one-way thing. I'll talk to you, I'll put you up on stage, I'll throw the mic and hit, you sing, not hit with your mic.
I was gonna say,
I just thought about Cardi.
right. That part.
Not that, but like I do mic tosses because the thing is, a large part of my base is musicians and singers. So if I see singers I know, and
you be like, you just be ready. Let's go. Let's go.
So,
I love it.
That's really the thing with me, is just making sure that it's connected.
Okay. Well, again, if you are watching the show, the Atlanta show is Monday the 30th. So by the time y'all are watching this, it would have already passed. But what's the next show after that?
We're gonna have to figure that out. We're doing another part of the tour next year. So top of next year in February. Yeah. Well, I go with Sting. I'm touring in Europe with Duran Bernard for 9 tour dates. We got Paris, 2 in London. We got Amsterdam, Rotterdam, Berlin. So
fancy.
Yeah.
He's all fancy somebody.
So we're doing that. And then I literally leave Berlin and then I go to Cologne, Germany to join Sting, and I'll be with Sting until the middle of December. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Darn, you get to hang out with they get to hang out with a cool person because you the one. You the one.
She fixed it already.
I fixed it. So military child.
Yeah.
And so that's why, like, all of this traveling thing, it doesn't, because I'm like, how does he do it? Because I went from Arizona this week back to Atlanta and I was wore out one whole day because I needed to sleep and get my body adjusted. But you do this like all the time.
Yeah. This week I've been in Mexico, I've been in the Bahamas, I've been in New York, and now I'm here in Atlanta.
That's why I'm happy you had a few days here before you had to like perform.
Definitely.
That was important. That was important.
It was cool to lay out though in the sun in the Bahamas and just.
That's why you're so golden right now. You're living your life like it's all golden over here. So touring in the States and touring outside of the States, what's the biggest difference for you?
I mean, I think with home, it's familiar. Like, know where you can go get good food.
That part.
You know where you could go find your people. Like, like that's the difference. I mean, sometimes language barriers can be tough. Sometimes finding familiar food can be tough. And sometimes just the time zone difference,
That part.
I call people at any and all type of times.
You're like, when I
you
call
know,
y'all, just answer because I got something to tell
Just
y'all.
answer,
I
know?
saw something that you said on an interview, and I said, "Oh, I'm gonna have to take that." You was like, "People that call me, you've got to really be in my intimate circle.
Yo, yeah,
Outside of that, you can text me
yeah.
or something like
Right,
that."
yeah,
You was like, because when you call me, it's like
Yeah.
personal. Like you really
Absolutely.
better, like we really better be close.
This is FaceTime. This is call. This is text.
Right, text. So
and
text
after that,
category.
it's email. It's
Right.
like, and it's like a dot, and then it gets bigger as it goes
Yeah,
out.
and I laugh because I'm like, that is so true. Because
Yeah.
sometimes I'd be looking at the phone like, why are you calling me?
Yeah,
And especially if you like,
especially a FaceTime, like,
I'm like, come on, now you don't even know what I'm doing right now
Right,
for
yeah.
you to be like, did you
Yeah.
really think I was gonna answer?
Yeah.
Like, fix
Yeah,
yourself. Fix
for
it.
sure.
Fix it, Jesus. Fix it.
Yeah.
So you've worked with so many great human beings. I should take that back. They've had the opportunity to work with you.
Yes, both ways.
Both
Yeah.
ways. Who is still on your list that you haven't worked with, but you would like to?
I would say Jasmine Sullivan is probably number one on that list.
Because Jasmine, girl, the lost one,
Yeah.
y'all watch on YouTube when you did.
Thank you. I'm glad you like it.
Like, I feel like y'all should sing together.
Definitely.
Like I'm manifesting it here right now.
Me too.
The two of you
Come
all
on,
are going to
Jazz.
have, that is going to be fire.
Yeah, I always say Jasmine. Jasmine Sullivan is the number one person I would want to work with.
All right. We're
Um,
going to send this video to her. Come on, Jazz. Come
Yeah,
on, girl.
come on,
Come on
Jazz.
now. 2024. Give the people what they want.
Come on.
Because that
come
tour
on.
would be sick.
I would,
Ooh.
man. That's what I want to tour with. That would be amazing.
That's
That's-
it.
I
I'm
would love that.
manifesting it. I
Let's do it.
manifested you on the wall. You're here.
And I'm
We're
here.
manifesting Jasmine Sullivan. So,
Right here. Y'all heard it
Right here.
first.
Okay. And when y'all come to the A, I'm going to be up in the building.
Absolutely. I
Because
got
I'm
you.
like, remember when I told you?
No, I got you for sure.
So I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. So the tour coming up, you've got some merchandise. So tell those that are watching that have now fallen in love with you, because you just have that way about you, how they can follow you on your website. Because your
Sure.
website is fire.
Thank you.
That
Glad
is-
you like it. We just redesigned it. GeneNoble.com. You can find out all things Gene Noble, anything I'm working on.
Mhm.
Also merch, of course. You know, we got tour merch, and also I have candles and things like that. Which I'm a big candle person. I find that really
Yeah, it was. I'm a break. So Algebra Bless It
okay.
makes
Who I love.
candles. And so I got one for you. I'm gonna
That's
bring it to you,
amazing.
Ron.
Okay.
Smells
I love
amazing.
algebra.
I
Love,
heard,
love,
I
love
heard
algebra. That's the one.
that was like your ritual that you like to do is the candles.
And
Yeah.
it's one of my things that I do with touring, you know, to make each city, each place I go feel the same as
I love it.
candles.
Okay, I got you one.
All right, cool.
I'm bringing it to you. I
All
got
right,
you.
cool. You know what? We'll exchange. I'll give you one of mine too.
Oh, okay,
Boom.
okay. My candle bestie. I'll be
Yeah.
burning the candle. I'll be burning the candle. So, it is our custom here we got two customs here.
Mhm.
One, if you could give anyone who is in the industry right now or looking to get into the industry, and maybe things are not going because you want it to go faster than than what it really is, and sometimes it can get really discouraging. What Gene Noble pep talk would you give an aspiring artist to tell them to continue pursuing their dreams?
I would say that the quicker you understand that the place that you're in, that uncertainty is something that will always be, and you just kind of settle into that, the better you are. Because from my experience and from my vantage point, every single artist, no matter what successes they've had, still worries about if this room is going to be filled, still worries about if this song is going to be felt, still worries about if my people are going to like what I'm doing in this moment. So once you just relax into the fact that if this is what you decide to do, it's always going to be like this. Settle in, ride that wave, because at the end of the day, every single artist is still trying to make sure, did somebody come? Did people buy tickets? They out there? All right, cool. They like the song. All right. It's because it's that type of a thing. So I think when in the early days, I used to think that, when you get to a certain point, you won't worry about those things anymore, but that's not true. So once you kind of get comfortable in that, you start to just express yourself. And
I love it. So. I love it. Okay, that was the pep talk from Gene Noble this week. I like. All right. So as our custom, we dance. We're dancers here on the Pep Talk with Tay show.
Okay. She told me she could Chicago step. We'll see.
Okay. I mean, I'm from Iowa, so it's right next door. So I got a little, I do a little remix on mine now,
Come on.
However the music.
I'm from New York, so I got a New York remix.
Okay, so we're going to just remix it. Give the people what they want.
Absolutely.
Give the people what they want. And so, as our custom here, one of my favorite tracks on the project is The Groove.
Hey.
And so my mother, shout out, my mama's birthday is on Friday. Hey girl, happy birthday mama.
Happy birthday, mom.
Happy birthday. And so I sent this to her because like I said, growing up, I was the person that when albums used to come out on Tuesdays, my mom would take me to the record store and let me pick it out.
Yeah.
And I used to love to open up the plastic and then open up the insides and read the credits and all that stuff. So that's why I'm like, these kids, y'all are missing out because that was like my highlight to be able to do that.
That's how I became a writer. That's really why I became a writer, just because I used to like to read it before I listened to it and be like, oh, I want to hear what that sounds like.
Exactly. I did too. I was, but I wasn't a writer. That wasn't my thing. But I like the lyrics, and so I was supposed to be in this new moment because for me, I really feel like one of my callings is to make sure that people really know that good music still exists. And
thank you for that calling. We appreciate that. Those of us that make real music really appreciate that.
And I appreciate y'all because in this industry right now, it's just so I'm like, they got all this backing and they're. I mean, they but they ain't as, and so for me, when I heard The Groove, it made me think back to being a little girl with my mom. And my mom used to have the best card parties. And I used to think I was the DJ at the card party. I'd be like, hold on, let me play this song for y'all. And depending on how they was lit, I get a little coins, to the side, So when I heard this song, it made me think about those days with my mom. And when I sent it to her, she was like, oh, I like that. Who is that? So this is for anybody who likes to groove and likes real R&B music. The Groove by G Noble. Yeah, that's my song. And it's like a real love song. You know what I'm saying? I want to go to the club and have some, yo, shorty, what's up? Like, no, excuse me, you want to dance? You know what I'm saying? That's what I want. That's what I want. So, all right, Gene, let me see what you got with this New York two-step. Come on now. Don't play with it. Don't play with it now. Come on now.
Thank God the DJ knows it's time to take it slow. Give us a little minute to get a little close. I put my hands on your waist, try not to do the most. I don't got too much time to make love to your eyes. Only need a second to show him different before he pick up the tempo and play the beat again. I hope that we have more than just this groove, 'cause I sure wanna get to know you. Hey, we look so good together when we move. So why don't you take my number or something? You like ain't nobody watching. But you must know, everybody's watching you. You got a little something in your step. Tell me it don't feel like we just met. And your hips don't want this song to be finished yet. I hope that we have more than just this groove, 'cause I sure wanna get to know you. Hey, don't we look so good together when we move? So why don't you take my number or something? I hope that we have more than just this, 'cause I sure wanna get to know you. We look so good together when we move. So why don't you take my number or something?
Listen here, Gene. Listen here, Gene Noble. This one right here. Because like you just said, people just want to hear feel good music. That's all.
Music. Yep.
The world is hurting.
Yep.
And so much is going on. And the fact that you can, music like is my love language. Like I don't ever have to even cut on the TV. Just let the music just play.
Yeah.
And so like that song right there, just from the beat, it just make you smile. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're just smiling for no reason. You like,
yeah.
You know
Yeah. And it's just about goodness. It's about happiness. Just chill. Like, you know,
that's all.
we need that sometimes. It's a lot of heavy stuff going on.
Listen. And I forgot, condolences.
Thank you.
To you. I heard the story. Shout out Benita Jelaine. Hey, boo. And she was just, just the loss of a great human being.
Yes. T-Rex.
Yeah. And so salute to you. I just think about the fact that when people lose people, it can be difficult.
Yeah.
And I'm
we
sure
keep moving. We just
you just keep going. Like it's like, okay, we just gonna keep pressing.
Yeah.
But someone who believed in you, or just when you have a core unit of people, and people, it's hard to find good people, and when you lose them, it could be tough. It could be tough. So
he showed me the ropes in the beginning of this whole thing. As a touring artist, as a backing vocalist, all those kinds of things, and so and he's young. It's just way too young.
Well, thoughts and prayers out to his family and all of that. And Monday night, we're going to do it big in the ATL. We're going to do it big in the ATL. So for anyone that will see it after the show, because we're recording this on Sunday, because I wanted to make sure that I could get you while you were here in town.
Yes.
What do you want Atlanta to have felt from the show on Monday?
Just to feel that, real music, real R&B, real singers, we are here and actually in pretty large numbers.
Yeah.
And so it's just about like getting that support, like, and I think if we kind of start to demand that we want more good music, we want better music, then it'll
lyrics
start to
that mean
happen.
stuff.
Lyrics that mean stuff, I think those are things that we're missing. And I think that and just in mainstream, because it exists. Like I said, I have plenty of amazing indie artist friends that are incredible. It's just breaking through. So
and I think we all, as radio, as music fans, all of that, we're the ones that can make the difference for that.
For sure.
Because if you request and promote and make the industry pay attention to good music, the other stuff that isn't so, and I'm not being a hater, because some stuff is but the
it's
content,
hard to sift through, because there's just so much stuff getting released on a daily.
And so do your research, ladies and gentlemen. Please make sure that you follow Gene Noble. It's Gene Noble. Follow him on all social media platforms. When he comes to your city, I'm telling you right now, get the ticket. Don't think about it. Don't be like, oh, well, I don't know. Go ahead and get that ticket, because you will not be disappointed. If he sounds amazing on a project, I've heard clips of you singing live, and y'all just heard him here on the Pep Talk with Tay show. He can sing. So he ain't no studio recorder, right? He can actually sing. And so you're doing yourself a disadvantage if you don't come and support him live. Promoters, y'all make sure, book him. He has an amazing team. Your team is awesome. So book him, and let's get this money. Let's do that.
Let's go.
Get people out there. So
thank you.
This your girl Tay. Thank y'all for tuning in to the Pep Talk with Tay show, because y'all know I be putting y'all down with good music, because that's what I do. Until next week, y'all, have an amazing week. Peace. Love y'all.
Find up in your system and you're winning. I'm better than that Henny that you're sipping. And you gon' want some more soon as you finish. No world, no life, yeah, I did it. I'm with every penny that you're spending. If you get a little better, go right out and get it. To heal, to love, to hold, I'll always be here. Lay your burden down, I'm here for you. Come a little closer, put your lips right. Ooh, baby, I'm right here for you. Oh, I'm right here. If you need me, I'll be right here for you. I'm up in your system and you're winning. And deep into your soul, I'm trying to fit it. You're playing, but you're gonna let me get it. We're gonna elevate if you get with it. It's inevitable, inevitable. Go ahead and roll, go ahead and roll. Heaven can be right here in your home. Lay your burdens down now. Come a little close, put your lips right. Ooh, baby, I'm right here for you. If you need me, I'll be right here for you. Here for you. Take me in, and we can go again. Oh, take me in, yeah. And we can go again, together.